NoisenewsUK here with Forever The Sickest Kids in Manchester. How are you doing, gentlemen?
I'm editing a video.
Sorry.
Can we this way? Alright, fine. He's doing sensei.
He's meditating.
Yeah, he's doing meditation. Alright, we're ready.
The secrets of how you prepare yourself for interviews, clearly.
My nose itches because I have an ingrown hair just inside this left nostril.
So it's insider knowledge.
No, that was a lie.
Some people don't know me yet to
I
hear.
think my nose just itches and I'm afraid to scratch it on an interview.
It'll be sweat with it being so horribly warm in here.
Is it swaggy to scratch your nose in an interview?
I don't think it really matters, does it?
Okay.
It's all good, whatever you want to do.
This is the picture that I'm editing.
That's it?
Is that the church across the road?
Oh, that's it. What is that at?
I'm working on it.
What's that at?
It's called Camera Please.
Nice. Here on the is it the first or second date of the tour with Cartel?
Oh no, it's not June yet.
Second day.
Sorry?
Second day.
Second date. Cool. And how have you found the tour dates that or the first date that you've done so far?
How did we find it?
Yeah, is it a good show?
Yeah, we had a guy come pick us up at the airport.
That's cool.
That's how we found it.
Now, I read that you've recently had some lineup changes in the band, is that correct?
We have. This past year, Kent, our keyboard player, went to go back to school.
Go Horned Frogs.
Go Horned Frogs. And Mark got married and is living with his wife in a nice little place.
Go Mavericks, UTA, University of Texas at Arlington.
And they're both our buddies still.
Yeah.
And so Rico, our guitar tech, is now playing guitar for us on stage.
So it's a fairly amicable split then?
Yeah, it was very, I don't know what amicable means, but it was very...
It's nice. It was happy
friendly.
split.
Yeah.
That's cool. And what kind of effect has the other two guys leaving the band had on the band?
It's given Rico a self-esteem boost.
Yeah. Our music, we're writing a new album right now, so our music is influenced by us four only. So it's the style is a lot different in a way that we like, a lot better, I guess you'd say.
It's influenced by a few other things, wildflowers and things like that.
Tokyo Drifts.
Yeah, Tokyo Drifts.
Varied influences then.
Yeah.
And how is the writing and recording of the new record going?
What, the recording?
Yeah, and the writing of the new album.
We're in about fifth gear right now. We've got about 9 to 11 demos done so far, and just working on continuing on down the Oregon Trail.
Cool. And being a smaller band now, has it made the writing a lot more simple?
It's
less
a lot
people involved?
to know hard feelings towards the other guys, but it's a lot easier, I would say. With less chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's a little easier.
Less hands in the pot.
Yeah.
Less minds in the men's train.
Less urinals in a restroom.
That's cool.
Less pixels in a picture.
I'm sure you could keep up with these all day.
Yeah.
Less cars on the highway.
How will the new record compare to the self-titled album you put out a couple of years ago? Is it similar sort of sound?
45 seconds shorter.
Yeah. I'd say there's a lot of the same elements as our previous records, but whenever we started and we put out Underdog, I think that we really tried to create something that was new and that was never heard of. And I think we're going back in and trying to create something again that's new and that's never heard of before. So,
Are the sort of songs on it going to be as varied as the ones on the last record were? It's quite
they might
nice
even
mix.
be more.
More varied. We can go. We have nobody telling us what to do or what constraints to put on our music this time. So, if we wanted to go to the moon and back, we could.
Yeah.
As far as genres go.
Yeah, that's cool. And I take it that it's literally just down to writing it without being signed to a label at present.
I think that we prefer it that way.
Yeah.
Are you going to actually put the album out yourselves, or are you going to try and get some label support to
album art?
When you actually release it, are you going to release it yourselves, or are you going to get a label?
We have talks of a few 2 to 12 different labels that we are talking with
right now.
Probably at the time that we release, we might go with a label, might not. Looking like we probably will, but we're definitely going to have the album done before that.
How we want it done.
Yeah.
And if they want to put it out, they're going to have to put it out our way.
Are you producing the record yourselves, or have you got someone in the studio
We
with you?
have so far.
And is it the first time that you've done that?
I think that we've produced other projects. I think it's our first time to produce our own project this time. So
we've had our hands in every album. That was one thing about our previous label, is they allowed us to have our hands in the production process the whole time. But when it came to final decisions, that's where we we had differences of opinion with our label. So this time, not only will we have our hands in the production process, be doing it ourselves, but we'll also be able to have final say on it too.
So when you say the label were putting kind of pressure on you, were they just wanting more singles that sounded kind of like Me vs. Everybody and that kind of thing?
You know, they got to recoup the money that they give us. So the more commercial they can make our music, the better for them. So sometimes we weren't winning that.
You've got to fight that. Back before you put out the last album, you were kind of saying that you were instead going to put out a series of EPs. What changed your mind about that? And
Well, I wouldn't say it's completely squashed. We put out Friday, and we've even had talks of, maybe Saturday's an all acoustic EP, and maybe Sunday is just all dance or all rock or all something. So it's still in the thinking process, but right now we're driven to make an entire album.
I mean, how far along did the production of those EPs get? Were they just ideas? Had you actually written songs?
There are ideas that put out the first EP, and then the other two are kind of in our hands.
We have a lot of songs that the label didn't let us put out or didn't like, so we might pull from the kettle.
So will you look at maybe getting some of those songs out on future self-released EPs, so you can just do what you want?
Sure.
That's cool. We'll look forward to hearing those. The combination of potentially a new label and a sort of slimmed down lineup, does it almost feel like a new beginning for Forever The Sickest Kids
I would
at this
say
stage?
100%.
But expect a lot of the same. Yeah, 100% new beginning, but all
Same
the
four
elements.
members.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The elements that you love about Forever The Sickest Kids are still there.
That's cool. Obviously, the main reason you're currently in the UK is to play Slam Dunk North and South this weekend. How are you feeling about taking part in those festivals?
We've been wanting to do it for a few years now, and now that we have the opportunity to play with awesome bands, we're very excited.
Just hasn't worked out with our schedule in the past. They've asked us to come a few times, but we will either have just been over here and it didn't make sense to come right back, or we're busy elsewhere. But man, we met the owner of Slam Dunk, and he took us out to dinner. And I don't know that many bands got that kind of opportunity, but what a great festival and what a great guy. So super excited about the festival.
Cool. And have you heard a lot about it? I think it's a festival which is suited down to the ground for your sound, I would say.
Is that right?
I reckon so. I think it'll be a blast for anyone who comes down. Do you know where and when you'll be playing, stages, times, that kind of thing?
I guess we find out day of.
That's cool. And other than finishing the album, what does the near future hold for Forever The Sickest Kids?
We have not been to the United States in a while to tour.
Yeah.
So we have some U.S. tours coming up, an acoustic show with Bowling for Soup coming up in the States, and we're just going to continue working on making this album exactly what we want to give the fans.
That's cool. And what would you say to encourage anyone who's thinking about coming to check you out at the festivals of the weekend and the rest of the tour with Cartel?
You bet it.
You bet it.
You bet it.
I think that's a fantastic place to end. Forever The Sickest Kids with NoisenewUK in Manchester. Thank you very much.